Hello guys, my name is Amaan and I'm a legal intern at LEXIS and Company and I'm from Faculty of Law, Delhi University, pursuing second semester in 3 years law. So the topic of my today's video is the preamble of the Indian Constitution and what are the constituents of it. So what is a preamble? A preamble of a bill is an introductory part of a document which explains the purpose, rules, regulation and philosophy of the document. A preamble gives brief introduction of documents by highlighting the principles and fundamental values of the document. It stores the source of the authority of the document. The preamble of the Constitution is an introduction of the Constitution, which includes the set of rules and regulation to guide the people of the country. The inspiration and the motto of the citizens are explained in it. So the preamble can be considered as a beginning of the Constitution, which highlights the base of the Constitution. So the historical background of the Indian Constitution before 1947 was that India was divided into two main part, that are 11 provinces that were ruled by Britishers and princely states ruled by Indian princes under the command of Britishers. So combining these two units formed the Union of India. So the preamble is based on the principle written by Constituent Assembly. It provides a way of life which includes fraternity, liberty, equality as a notion of happy life, and which can be taken from each other to set a parameter for a healthy life. So liberty, equality, fraternity and connected with each other, and they cannot be separated, which means they come at a single passage. So like for example, without equality, liberty would produce the supremacy of the minority over the majority. So equally, without liberty would kill individual perception, and fraternity helps liberty and equality in their course of action. So if we talk about who wrote the preamble of India and the date of its adoption, so the preamble of the Indian Constitution is primarily based on the objective resolution which was written by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who introduced his objective resolution on 13 December 1946. Later it was accepted by the Constitutional Assembly in 1947. So the drafting committee observed that the preamble must be limited in defining the important features of the new state and its socio-political objective, and other important matters should be refined further in the Constitution. So the committee changed the motto then from Sovereign Independent Republic to Sovereign Democratic Republic, as it was mentioned in the objective resolution that was made by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So the preamble can also be called the heart and soul of the Constitution, as it has every thing about the Constitution. It was adopted on 26 November 1949 and it was started from the 26 January 1950, which we now celebrate as the Republic Day due to this fact only. So the components of the preamble of the Indian Constitution are: the preamble shows that the people of India are the source of authority. It means power lies with the citizen to elect the representative. It comprises the date of adoption, which is 26 November 1949. It states the objective of the Constitution, which are liberty, justice, equality, fraternity. It also justifies the nature of the Indian states and the fabric which we are bind together for, which are we are sovereign, socialist, republic, secular and democratic. So there was also a relevant case which was a PA in Amdar case versus state of Maharashtra. It talked about the reservation policy that was to be followed, and reservation policy and the admission policy and the fee structure and the regulation and control by the state, the role of committee dealing with the admission and fees. So these were all the things that was talked in the PA in Amdar case. So if we next talk about is the objective of the Indian Constitution, so we have to separate the basic things that are given in the preamble. That the first one and the foremost is justice. So the term justice comprises of three elements that complete the definition, which is social, economic and political justice. So justice among citizens is necessary to maintain order in society. So justice is promised through various provisions of fundamental rights and directive principles, state policy provided by the Constitution of India. Social justice, economic justice and political justice. So social justice means that the Constitution want to create a society without any discrimination like caste, creed, gender, religion, which is also given in the fundamental right. So people will have a equal status, equal pay. The Constitution will also bar any type of exploitation that was already happening before the pre-constitutional era. So the economic justice means no discrimination can be caused by the people on their basis of will. So this also shows about the a non-capitalist feature of our Constitution. If we talk about, so everyone should have a equal pay. Everyone, there should be no discrimination between the rich and the poor, but unfortunately it is now seen that there is a vast difference between a rich and a poor. So every person must be paid equally for an equal position, and all the people must get opportunities to earn for their living. This was the main crux that was talked about in the economic justice. So political justice means that all people have an equal fair and right without any discrimination. So if a person is not able to hire a lawyer, he is given a lawyer. That all things are talked about in the political justice. So the next is equality. So the term equality means no section of society has any special privilege and all the people has given equality or privilege for everything without any discrimination. So the concept of title that was maintained the pre-constitutional era, like the sir and the lords and all that title that was, so it was barred by the new fundamental right that was created. No one carry a title except now with the permission of the president. So these are the thing that can be talked about in equality. Liberty is something means freedom for the people to choose their way of life, have political views and behavior in the society. So no one can control them, and they are free and they have unfettered power to have. And now it is a very basic aspect. So if you see the new Puttaswamy judgment, the right to privacy was also included into Article 21. So liberty is now a very important topic in the in this 21st century. It means no reasonable restriction can be imposed on the citizen in terms of the thoughts, their feelings, and the new. This only brings the renaissance that was inducted before also due to these set of circumstances. So but liberty does not mean freedom to do anything. A person can do anything but in a limited set by the law. So reasonable restrictions are always imposed by the state, and the state has the power to do so, but these are reasonable. And what is reasonable and what is reasonable, it will be always be decided by the court. So the next point is fraternity. So fraternity means a feeling of brotherhood and emotional attachment with the country of all the people in different. So feeling that we are together. So brotherhood was a special concept even in India before the pre-constitutional era also, and now it was carried forward in the preamble also. So brotherhood is above social norms and regulation. It is a relationship above caste, age, or gender. Fraternity helps to promote dignity and unity in the nation. So the preamble of the Indian Constitution does not grant any power or superiority to anyone, where it gives equal direction and purpose of the Constitution. It only gives the fundamental of the Constitution. It promotes equality by providing equal opportunities to the people without any discrimination. So it helps in protecting all the people in equally, so maintaining the social, economic, political justice among the citizens. Also the preambles help in explaining the facts which are needed to be explained in the constitution. So that's all that I wanted to talk about the preamble. There are basic case laws that made certain amendments in the preamble, but we will talk about it in the next video because so thank you. But before concluding the video, I want to talk about that. Please remember, this video does not violate any guidelines of Bar Council of India and does not solicit or promote any of the advertisement. And sole purpose is educational. And guys, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to see more of this content in future. And I'll be coming up with the next video soon. And please do provide a feedback to this video. Thank you.